Yeah, a superhero in the flesh. Even at my worst, I'm the best. For the finish, I stretch.
What's up, people? Let me start by saying condolences to the little girl, the 3-year-old little girl that was killed Monday as a result of a reckless biker. Today is July 9th, I'm sorry, and she was killed on July 4th, Monday. There's a story behind that. Let's just say reports said that a guy was recklessly riding and wheeling down a residential neighborhood when he struck a 3-year-old kid in the street watching fireworks. That's what the report said. Now, what's interesting about that story is the report came out about, well, let me backtrack. He struck the little girl, the report said. He got off his bike to see if the little girl was okay, got back on his bike and rode off. I bet some of you are like, what the fuck, huh? Well, now it gets interesting, because the report that came out about the description of the guy was he was on a blue and white Suzuki GSXR 1000. Now, if some of you watch my videos, you know I'm on a blue and white Suzuki Gixxer 1000. And the description of the guy was tall black male with dreadlocks. And if you know me, you know I'm a tall black male with dreadlocks. So yeah, now I'm a little nervous. So the first thing I go and do is go see if my bike is still in the garage. Of course it was, but at the same time I'm still nervous. See everybody looking, because yeah, this 3-year-old dying as a result of a biker was a big story in New Orleans, and I haven't rode since this time last week. I haven't rode in 7 days, and it's been fairly good weather. It is a little overcast now, but yeah, in fear of retaliation, I did not take my bike anywhere, because the last thing I need is for someone to mistake me for that guy and maybe tip me off the back of my bike on the interstate, or try to run me off the road, or what have you. That was the last thing I needed. So this is the first time I'm actually getting out on my bike, and I don't know if y'all are looking, but a lot of people are looking at me, because that description was all over New Orleans. Black male on a blue and white Suzuki. And I'm pretty much in the heart of the city right now, French Quarter. It happened out in the east, which is about probably 5 or 10 minutes outside of the French Quarter where I am now, Harris Casino over here. And yeah, a lot of people were calling me. That's how I really found out about it. Like, every time the news reports some kind of bike accident or stuff, my phone goes off the hook asking if it was me. And people were worried about me, I guess. Was that you? Was that you? Look, people looking. Was that you? That was a close call right there, huh? So yeah, my phone started blowing off the hook. Hey man, where you at? You okay? Everybody asking me if I'm okay. Yeah man, I'm fine. And, you know, after 3 or 4 times of getting text messages and phone calls about am I okay, I finally asked, you know, why is everybody asking if I'm okay? And the news comes on, and sure enough, the report about the blue and white Gixxer. what really scared me was, you know, I kind of know most of the, well, you know, as you ride more and more, you get to learn people and the bikes. So I pretty much knew everyone who had a blue and white Gixxer. So I'm like, who the fuck could this be? Who did this? You know, that was the first thing thought in my head. Do I know this person? And now the story, the guy came back, I think it was, today is Saturday. He turned himself in Thursday. So 2 days after the accident, he turned himself in. And yeah, I've seen him before. I wouldn't say I know him. I'm about to make a weird turn right here. Yeah. So he turned himself in, and you know, I was still like, you know, maybe people don't know he turned himself in yet, but that's been on the news. And you know, I gave it like a few days buffer before I actually got out and started riding, with the fear of retaliation, you know. So you see my head, I'm constantly looking, because I mean, this is New Orleans. This is like the murder capital of the world. So the last thing I would want is for somebody to retaliate against me over something I didn't do, just because I fit the description. And that kind of brings me to another point with the, what's her name? Casey Anthony. She was found not guilty. And as fucked up as that was, you know, if you understand the law system, it's still, I mean, everybody probably agrees, like OJ, you know, everybody probably agrees she killed that little girl, her daughter. But you know, as fucked up as it is, you can't convict somebody on circumstantial evidence. If that was the case, I would be in jail myself behind the little girl, because circumstantial evidence is basically, okay, the guy had a blue and white bike, I have a blue and white bike. He had dreadlocks, I have dreadlocks. You know, if I was to go to court behind that, even though I didn't do it, that circumstantial evidence is not enough to convict me, which was what they had against Casey Anthony. Now, she probably did do it, but the fucked up thing about law is you gotta prove she did it, and you can't do it with that little bit of that evidence. So, as fucked up as it might seem, I understand it. So, I don't know. That itself has created uproar too with people. See, yeah, some people are looking. I'm headed to my spot downtown that I usually park in, so I don't know how long this video is running. About 9-10 minutes. I'm gonna go park. I'm gonna go walk around, maybe meet some folks. It looks like a little overcast, but I just had to get that out of my chest. That's all I really had to say today. It's been a while since I vlogged, so I just thought I'd update you guys on some happenings. Try to keep it interesting and whatnot. I thought that was interesting. So that being said, yeah, condolences. Rest in peace to the little girl who died. Bikers, let's try to be more careful. And that's all I have to say. Y'all pray for the little girl, and y'all have a good one. Your boy Seek. I'm out.